there everyone, I'm Will, and today I'm going to show you how to identify common burdock in the winter. But before that, remember to like and subscribe and comment down below, and don't forget to press that notification bell down below.
So if you look here, there's trail markers. So there's a trail that's coming right here. Along this trail, flowing right here, right near my bag, there's common burdock, right here. So when we look at the common burdock, it's going to be like a tall plant. So I'll show you a little bit how close. It's about like 5-6 feet.
It is this tall. So another way, it is called a Velcro plant. And it's a good to wear a nice hat that gets it sticky on your hat. Sticks. Oh, now it's really stuck. I'll get that in a minute.
When you are looking for common burdock, so you can harvest the root in the spring for medicine or for food. In the wintertime, you're going to be wanting to look for this tall plant with all of these Velcro-y seed heads all over the structure. Now, the difference to tell this between common burdock, of what this is, and great burdock, the seed heads that you see right here, are going to be closer together on common burdock. That's the wild variety. Great burdock is going to be all spread out of each seed head by about a few inches instead of like real bunched up and close. And great burdock is a cultivated species, but you can find great burdock in the woods. Common burdock loves disturbed soil. If you can see, there's a old foundation over there and another one over here. So there's a lot of old farmland right here. And it likes running areas of water. So there's water way down, right down there. It loves that, where it flows all the way down to the water. When you are looking at the seed heads, look closely and at each hair on the, because it's like Velcro, is because there's actual little hooks on every single like hair on the seed heads. Like this one right here is not even attached to the plant because it's hooked onto the other ones. So that popped right off. And when you look on the inside, all of the seeds, they're kind of like a tannish, blackish seeds. All in there. They will spread all out. And you can like toss those. And then they'll spread more around here. They're more likely going to... How they spread mostly is because of those Velcro hooks. They will basically attach, like what you saw on my hat. They will mostly attach to the fur of any bypassing animals. Now, this is a herbaceous plant. So what you see above the ground right here is completely died off. It will not start back at this height. And the root, this is a biannual, this is not a perennial plant, so when the root comes back up. So if we look right over here, if I just pull on the base of this, it will pull right up, and if you can see, it is a dead root. So this plant has matured, flowered, and went to seed.
Now, if you want to grow this at home, and I have actually just collected the seeds. Now, I recommend you germinate the seeds inside in like a paper towel, then grow them as little seedlings first inside, then in spring plant them in the ground and wait a year before you can harvest them. Or you could, if you got good sun spot and good soil, make sure that soil is good and very nutritious for that plant, because then that root will become very nutritious for you.
Now, in a traditional type of drink, hence root beer, there is burdock root in root beer. When you are looking for this plant, now, it's not a true trunk, but look at the trunk of how the lines are going down it, the structure of the branch structuring right here that come out. Like here's a leaf, a dead leaf, how that looks coming out to the branching of this. It's going to be like a alternate world kind of branch structuring. So it's not a woody plant. So remember that. So it's going to be slightly different of branch structuring than actually a woody plant. So when you're looking at that trunk, to say, it's going to be a little bit lighter, kind of towards the bottom, and then when you come up, it's a little bit more like a light tannish brown down here, and then when you come up towards the top, it's more of like a grayish brown coloration to the plant itself. If you look right here, like here, there is the dead leaves. So look closely at the coloration and how they actually curl up on the plant of a good identification. It's going to be like a brown coloration, and then the stem that's left on the leaf is going to be a little bit of a grayish hue to it. Now the seed heads on this one right here, is the seed heads are only about a half an inch in diameter, but the seed heads can get upwards of about an inch in diameter. This is just a little bit of a smaller one. Now they can grow upwards of like the whole plant 7-8 feet tall. I've seen that, but they're usually about 5-6 feet tall. Let's look closer at the seeds. The seeds are going to be slightly like a grayish brown spotted coloration. The seeds are going to be about 2 millimeters in width by about 3 to 4 millimeters in length. Now it's easy to harvest the seeds. If you want to harvest the seeds to grow some at home, you just take it, grab it, and pick it off. Now those hairs on the seed heads do not hurt. And the way to get the seeds out is to basically just crush this and pull the seeds out. And the seeds will drop right out. And when you do this at home, you can collect them. But I'm just dropping them on the ground that it can grow more. Now with the seeds dropping right on the ground, right about right here, and probably all around here, because there's a lot of seeds that have dropped through here, and burdock has grown through where I'm at right now. When you come back here, because the seeds have dropped, the seeds are going to germinate, and you will see a lot of the basil rosettes in the spring. So you'll be seeing those around pretty much June when you start really seeing the basil rosettes. But you might still see them in May if you had a warm spring. Now let's try the seeds, see what they taste like. Chewy. Ooh, bitter. Very vegetal flavor. Almost like the flavor of the seeds is very much like the flavor of the stalks. Very like medicinal kind of flavor. A little bit of that like almost that you would think of antiseptic kind of flavoring where you get from like willow. And that's how you identify common burdock in the winter. If you want to see more, go down in the description below, click the link to my channel, or press the round subscribe button to help me out to get to 1,000 subscribers. And next time, remember to get outside, get fresh air, and have fun. See ya.